It's 10:49 on Sunday,
Hmm.
November 10th. And for some reason,
Right.
there's no compulsion to have to enforce the laws. You can make war against the United States.
Yeah.
Now, this Full Faith and Credit Act, where each of the court orders that were issued
Yes.
has the full faith and credit of the United States Constitution. That means that every city, every county, every state's going to pay for your fraud.
Yeah.
And as much as I'm not able to visit every city,
Hmm.
there's no saying that I couldn't. Now, the United States government as defined in Section 3101 of Title 31 of the United States Code,
Yeah.
when reaching their statutory limit,
Yes.
the Secretary of the Treasury shall, in addition to any other authority provided by law,
Hmm.
issue obligations under Chapter 31 of Title 31 of the United States Code.
Yes.
Now, somebody's going to pay for all this fraud.
Yes.
Are you?
Mm.
Well, I didn't get a dissolution of marriage.
Right.
I didn't get any due process when you issued all the protection orders.
Yes.
You refused to admit the evidence exonerating me of any of the false accusations.
Oh.
You're holding my sons hostage, and I'm wanting to speak to Maryland. Phew. Now, just so you know, all these obligations of the lawsuits,
Yeah.
is the United States of America going to pay for all your fraud?
Hmm.
How much in additional obligations are going to have to be issued? Well, obviously, I'm going to sue you. That goes for each city, all the counties,
Hmm.
individual states. And then there's that federal government's obligation
Hmm.
to not use the taxation for frivolous and malicious
Hmm.
lawsuits. Now, I'm not going to file a frivolous lawsuit,
Yes.
but I will sue you for the malicious procurement
Hmm.
of warrants for my arrest. Do you think
Yeah.
you could arrange for
Yes.
me to live with my sons
Yes.
and me to be able to speak to Marilyn and her kids?
Yes.
Because I would like to use the courts of the United States.
Hmm.
Now, for the United States Treasury to pay for all your fraud, mhm, I think you're spending the federal government's money without any authority of law.
Yes.
And these obligations, as described,
Yep.
held by the public, are held by the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund and Disability Insurance Trust Fund,
Yes.
commonly referred to as Social Security Trust Funds,
Yep.
approximately $52 trillion in future obligations. Now, when we start adding up the trillions of dollars that this nation has an obligation to pay,
Yes.
I'm going to affect the availability of Social Security for those that are old aged. And as much as I dislike to have to decrease
Yeah.
Social Security payments,
Yeah.
when I sue the federal government for allowing for you to wage war against the United States of America, a lot of old people are not going to receive the Social Security payments that they thought they would. Now, for those of you on Social Security,
Yes.
disability, or old aged funds,
Yes.
there's this possibility that you won't receive as much in Social Security as you thought you would. See, we have what's known as the national debt.
Yes, we do. Hmm.
Then we have what's known as the underfunded liabilities of the federal government.
Yes.
Because of the decision making of this administration, Trump administration, the Obama administration,
Oh.
the Bush administration,
Yes.
the Clinton administration, and then was it the Reagan administration?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And then it was the Bush administration. No, it was the Bush administration, then the Reagan administration. And then there's that Carter administration.
Yes.
Every time you passed a law
Yes.
that has future obligations for the United States of America, I like to add up all the underfunded obligations of the United States federal government today. It might be that we have to cut Social Security payments for all those American citizens because of me suing the individual departments, agencies, and administrations for the knowledge of their misprisioning of treason.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a former president Vice President, Member of Congress, Supreme Court Justice, or any and all civil and military authority of the United States. The thought of American citizens not receiving their Social Security payments because